I'm going to show you how to take your product pages from this to this. That's right, I'm going to break down my secret sauce for how I get my product pages to convert at 5% or more, which allows me to scale my brands to 5K days or more with irresistible offers, great social proof, urgency, and so many other secrets that you are not going to find anywhere else on the internet, but you are going to get this information today for free. So just make sure to leave a like and comment King down below for the value in advance. Now, the first step to having a winning product is choosing your winning product. I know, seems like rocket science, but for today's video, we're gonna do this leather foldable duffel bag, and it's costing us about $45 all in with 17 product costs, 27 shipping. Now, that may sound like a reasonable price if you don't have much context behind things, but I found the exact product on Amazon for $58, and nobody in their right mind is going to buy something for $45 in bulk to sell it for $59. So realistically, they probably got this for about $20 to $25 and marked it up about 2.5x. So that means we should probably be able to get this while dropshipping one unit at a time for about $30 to $35 per unit. So this is definitely way too high of a price, and I would definitely talk to my private agent to get this sourced. So if you don't have any private agents or you want to see how I do all my sourcing, I would take a look at this video right here that breaks down all of the suppliers that I use. But let's go to our KPI calculator and assume we can get this product for about $35. So really the first step to having a high converting dropshipping product page is to have an irresistible offer, and you have to know your numbers inside and out. So for me right now with this leather bag, I can get it sourced for about $35, and my first rule is I want to have a gross profit of at least 65% when I have my 1 unit price. So I could sell this for $99, and that's basically exactly 65%, but I want to make sure, is that a reasonable price that people are willing to pay for a product like this? So after looking up the keyword and going to the Google Shopping tab, we can see that most leather duffel bags that are in a similar variety go for $600, $400, $260. So the average range I would say we could sell this for, the perceived value of this product is about $250 to $400. So charging $99 is well within our rights. Now, if we do charge $99, I'm afraid that people may think it's a very low quality product because it's so much lower than everything else. So I'm going to charge about $115, and there's multiple ways for me to get there. So I could do $115 plus free shipping on my first product page versus $99.99 on a product page with $15 shipping to see which option are people going to choose more often. Because that right there, even though it's the exact same price, just the way you structure and put the price does make a huge difference in your conversion rate. So I believe that's going to be what we do for the buy one option. Now we have an option of, do we want to do BOGO? Do we want to do volume discount? And typically for products that are below $50 to $60, that makes a ton of sense to do, yes, BOGO, or buy one, save 20% off, and then buy two, save 30%. But for this product, because it's more higher ticket, I can't see people really buying more than one. But we could consider throwing in an accessory product to make the offer a little bit better. But I really think the main problem we need to solve is what is the best price for buying one. So I'm going to go with that $115 price point, but doing it in different offer structures of $99 plus $15 shipping, and then $115 plus free. Now you can definitely split test and do $115 versus $125, $115 versus $135. I usually do it in $10 increments when I'm doing a pure price split test, and it's really up to you how you want to do it, but that would be totally fine of a split test as well. Just the real key thing is make sure you are split testing and not just doing one price point and one offer structure, because you were dramatically lowering your odds of having a winning product just because your offer wasn't dialed in. Now we're going to import this product from the AliExpress link using the sponsor of today's video, which is AutoDS, which you all know as the all-in-one platform that allows you to source, import, and fulfill all of your dropshipping orders on platforms that you may be using like AliExpress, CJ Dropshipping, and of course on AutoDS itself, as they have a library of millions of different products that you can currently source and add to your store in a few clicks of a button. But currently, my favorite feature outside of the great automatic fulfillment service is their new trending products section, which has actually allowed me to find tons of new products that I'm currently testing on my stores today. Yes, I am not just some influencer that is going to say, use this tool, and I don't use it. Actually, it is one of the best product research tools that I'm currently using today. And if you go through these specific filters of recent products and then you select it by interaction rate, for me at least, more than 2%, all these products, I mean, some of them aren't going to be the best, but there are a lot of great winning products that easily justify the cost of a subscription. And the reason why these products are so good is because AutoDS is partnered with thousands of other dropshippers, and they use that sales data to build these lists of products that are handpicked for you. So you already know these products are proven. Now, some of them are going to be copyrighted, and I would wouldn't recommend selling them, but some of them are really, really great products that match all of my criteria that I've explained in previous videos, like my product research ones. So if you want to get access to AutoDS completely for free for your first month to try out all the amazing features, then you can sign up using the link in my description. All right, so now that we have our product imported, it looks absolutely diabolical. I mean, the quality of those images, Jesus. Shot on an absolute potato. And the name, I think I'm gonna be sick. All right, so let's handle one problem at a time and actually name our product in a branded way. So for me personally, I do have a ChatGPT prompt called Market Research that if you guys want access, it is in my one-on-one program, which I'll talk about a little later on this video. But it basically, I just add about 10 to 15 reviews and a few questions that I ask ChatGPT to get the target audience of who is going to buy my product, what are their pain points, what are the benefits, what are the key things I need to know when marketing this product. And then after doing so, I'll ask it, hey, give me 20 names that are branded and fit the ethos of selling this type of product. So after doing that, here are the names that ChatGPT came up with, which I wanted to make sure was sophisticated because it was a premium leather duffel bag. So we got the Voyager, the Grand Tourer, all these different names. So I decided the Voyager sounded really good. I don't like the word elite at the end of it. So we're going to go with the Voyager, and then we're going to do a quick little line that then says what the name of the product is. So let's just do that real quick where it's the Voyager, and then the real name of the product is a travel leather duffel bag. So if we do that, I know I can't spell because I'm dyslexic, but it'll be a travel leather duffel bag. Now scrolling on down, we're going to do our pricing and set up our offers. So real quick, we're going to go to the bulk editor, and we do need to go to our columns and turn on compare at price. So I believe $149.99 is very reasonable, but we are going to do for this version $99.99, and then we're going to create a duplicate of this product page, make it exactly identical, and all we're going to do is change that price point to $114.99. So as you can see, just click duplicate product just like that. Scroll on down, everything will be copied over from your images, and then from here, we're just going to change that price to $114.99. And then after we do that, we need to go down to our shipping options. So we're going to click on save, and that's going to be bada bing, bada boom. Look at me going through this rapid fire. Your boy's done this before. He's put in his reps. The boy's getting, I'm like, Jesus. 6'3", handsome, muscly, and makes money. God, I'm perfect. All right, but going down to our shipping and delivery, as we can see right here, I do have a shipping zone that includes the main countries I advertise to, which is the big 4. Now, if you do advertise to other countries, make sure that in your shipping zone, you include those countries in here. Otherwise, if they're going to check out, they can't buy the product, and that's a big no-no. But for me personally, I usually am just going to market to the big 4, so that's all I'm going to include here. And then as you can see in my setup, I have free shipping and then priority insured shipping, and it has a specific condition. So I'm going to show you how to set this up, where if you click add rate, and then I'm just going to copy over this name, and this is inside my one-on-one program. It's super simple. You can copy it in this video if you weren't lazy. It's going to be $14.99 for the price. And then we're gonna do a conditional price where every single order that's less than $105, so the maximum price is $105, is going to get this shipping option. That is the only shipping option they will see if it's under $105. Now, we also have this other condition set up where they do get access to free shipping if the minimum order value is over $105. So basically, they unlock free shipping if the order value is more than $105, and that's all through the conditional pricing. So hopefully that makes sense. Super duper simple. If you have other products running on, then you may want to narrow down this window because obviously the other ones will get this price point too. So usually, because I know it's gonna be $99.99, I'm gonna make the window this small because then my other tests won't be affected by this price split test that I'm doing. Now you may be saying, Ethan, why don't you just do only for $99.99? And the reason why is because I always do cart upsells. So for me, I have an app called Upcart, where in this, I will always be doing upsells of other products. And my favorite upsell that works incredibly well and usually gets a take rate of about 40% is this priority processing, where you can skip the line. And this is just a custom product. You can make it Shopify super easy. And for $4, they can skip the line, which it doesn't really skip any line. It's just basically a way for you to get more money. And obviously you're going to process it the same day, so they won't notice any single difference. So right there, it'll be either checked on. It's up to you how you want to actually program it. But this is going to be in the add-on section. Do shipping protection. You just put in the name of the product right there. I personally do not have this accepted by default. Some people do. I find that to be a little bit low ethics, just kind of immoral to do because some people just won't notice it. So I would turn it off, and still about 30% of people will turn it back on. And another reason why I love this cart app is because they can just pay with Apple Pay, PayPal, all these different options straight from here. So they skip the checkout process. So that just lowers the friction and increases your conversion rate. So this is a super amazing app. And as you can see right here, I did throw in an upsell product, because you should have upsell products to either throw into your initial offer or to your post purchase. So after someone buys, hey, have more products for them to buy. So since this is a travel product, I could have done luggage, I could have done a sleep mask, but for me, I saw this premium travel pillow that a lot of people were buying. It has tons of order validation. So I thought this could be a great little product that, okay, if someone adds to cart at $99.99 and hey, they don't unlock free shipping yet, they can add this to finally unlock that free shipping. So if we go over here to our rewards section, you can see right here, I got this free shipping, minimum amount $115. So basically they buy this, they get that free shipping, and I make my money. And if you're wondering how I came up with this upsell idea, which you should always be doing for any product that you sell, that's a problem solver at least, I just went and I looked up the niche of travel accessories on Amazon and Temu, sorted by bestsellers. And as you can see right here, it's listed right here, 40,000 sold. So this is a great upsell product that definitely complements my initial product. All right, cowboy, let's start rounding up this website together. So we're right now using Shrine, and every time I have a new product, I create a separate template for it. So if you do want access to Shrine, I use the Pro plan. It's about $150. If you use my link down below, I do believe you save about 10 to 15%. So if you're a brokey, then hey, your boy still got you. I used to be a brokey. I used to be a loser just like you. But now I got everything. And hey, if you use my link down below, then daddy can buy his Porsche next year. So I appreciate it in advance. But if you go here to homepage, then you click on products and scroll on down, you can create a new template for our product here, which we're going to call the Voyager. And I can do it based on the default Shrine template. However, if you've already tested other problem solving products, then you can just copy it from that product page, and it saves a ton of time. But
because I'm an alpha male, I'm going to do this straight from scratch because I'm just built different.
Now, before we start editing our product page, we do need to have a plan. What is the structure? What are the sections that we need to have on our product page to get people to buy, handle all of their objections, and understand the value of the product that we're offering? So I'm going to look at some of the big brands right now and see what are they doing. So they have, for right now, this is Satchel on page, $600, very simple sub description, some things about the actual product itself, materials, specs. Okay, cool. Little description section here. Nothing too crazy. They keep it fairly simple. And then, yeah, this is just specs. Only not really any benefits here. Luca Floni is a name brand, so they can get away with doing that. So I also try to keep in mind that if they're a bigger brand, they can get away with having things that a traditional dropshipping brand can't do. Like you have to have a little bit more selling because you don't have that brand value. Thursday, doing more of a description here. I think that's way too much text. But I do like this features section. I think this is a really good way of showing different benefits. So we may do something similar. So again, I'm just trying to get inspiration on what layout I think is going to work the best. And I think personally, what we're going to have to do here, since it is a problem solving product, is yes, I would like to do a sub description instead of emoji benefits. Then maybe have a section underneath here that talks about, yeah, the specs, the materials, because yes, that does matter for this product. We need to have some really sexy images because this is a product that is very visually appealing. People do associate the value of the product with how high quality the images are. And yeah, right here, I mean, this just looks so sexy. I mean, sure, $500, $1,000, I'll pay whatever price if the images are that good. And that is going to be probably the biggest struggle we have right now. This product, the images are, it's uglier than my ex-wife. All right, enough tomfoolery. Let's get back to it. So yes, we're going to have to find a way to source more images. And the first step, because we know the images are going to be really important, is we can do a reverse Google image search. So if you right click on any image on AliExpress, there is this search AliExpress by image tool, which will give us more suppliers on AliExpress that have this exact product. So maybe with those other listings, there are different images. Not looking great initially, but we're going to go through, do our due diligence. And then the same thing we can also do on Amazon. We can do this on Temu, and we can also do it using Monea. Monea is a great tool where it has an image search feature to find other competitors selling it. So as you can see right here with the magic search feature on Monea, there are so many different sellers of this product that we can go through each one of their websites. And unfortunately, I did. And they're all using the exact same images. It's the exact same of like 6 different images. Now, on this Amazon listing, I will admit they are the highest quality. They are the most clear, which is good. So we're going to download these images. You can just right click and save them over the images from AliExpress because yeah, these just are a tad blurry. Now I should be gatekeeping this because it's basically witchcraft and sorcery, but this free tool will upgrade the quality of all of your product images so you can charge a higher price. So for my duffel bag, this image right here is not going to cut it. It is absolute trash. You're going to pay $20 max if my images look like this. So if I use this AI tool called Focus and I go to input image, I can drop that same image inside here, and by clicking on upscale 2x and clicking generate, you will just notice how much sharper and higher quality this image will be after a few seconds. And just look at the difference between this grainy potato and the all new 2.0 version with focus. I mean, this is how you make the most out of the cards you were dealt, people. Now, if you guys want access to this, I will drop the specific link that I use if this video hits at least 250 likes and you guys comment down below. So I better see you commenting the word king and Pookie down below. Otherwise, hey, I'll keep all this for myself. I'm perfectly fine with gatekeeping it and me just running circles around you with every product test I do. Alrighty, so after reorganizing the images and uploading all of the upscaled images in here, it is looking so much better. But what should we now attack from this section? Now, personally, I don't like to have a description section in my actual product page. I'm gonna make my own. And then when we scroll on down, most of these sections we're really not gonna need. I mean, we could have a comparison chart versus us versus other bags. I personally don't want to do that. Before and after, we're not going to need either. Guarantee we're not going to need. We could do, yeah, some highlighted social proof, but I think I'd personally lean towards doing more magazines instead of customer reviews. FAQ, we're always going to keep. And I would believe at the bottom here, we're going to definitely need a review section. So I personally use LAI review. So I'll just drop in the product reviews section just like that. And it'll show up once I click save, but there we go. And then typically in this talk about your brand section, I do like to keep it, but instead of talking about my brand, and let me get rid of this horizontal ticker, I like to do a money back guarantee of 90-day money back or try it risk-free is usually the headline I'd like to use. And then I had ChatGPT write an example 90-day money back guarantee. So this is super easy to get done. And we're just going to copy and paste that right here. And I'm going to have to just shorten it down a little. And using my ChatGPT prompt, I also had it write an example FAQ. Now you can gather questions from obviously the Amazon listings of your product, and that's a great way to do so. But ChatGPT can definitely give you a few ideas. So I usually will mix and match the questions and answers and put that into my own FAQ of the top 5 most important questions. So I'm going to copy all those over and then get back to you. All right, quick timeout. I know you're getting a lot of value in this video, but if you want my fastest way to scale your dropshipping brand to $1,000 a day in the next 90 days and create amazing product pages and ads, then you need to be inside my one-on-one bold ecom program, where for 6 months we will coach you one-on-one and give you group coaching to help you scale your dropshipping brand to $1,000 a day in the next 90 days. And this is the perfect environment that will push you, keep you accountable, give you the support of answering all of your questions and giving you the right guidance on what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong with your store that's preventing you from getting to $1,000 a day. And it's a lot simpler than you think once you have the right coaching and one-on-one help on your side. So if you want access to these prompts and a ton of other resources that we use, including those coaching calls and top product research tools that I'm currently using to find these winning products, then I would recommend booking a call down below with my team and we'll see if they're the right fit to be working with you. And the best part is if you don't hit $1,000 a day within that time frame, then we'll keep coaching you for free until you do, guaranteed. So no man or woman is left behind. Alrighty, cool. So this is what it looks like with the bottom 5 questions now all added in here. It looks super nice. And yeah, that's going to handle a lot of objections. It's the whole point of our FAQ to understand what did people really object about? Was it the quality? Was it a specific element about the product? And then we handle that with these frequently asked questions. And of course, also our review section. So let's import the reviews from that Amazon listing we saw. So if we copy over that link, we can go into our apps, go to LAI reviews. And this is one of the only tools that allows you to import reviews to Amazon, which is why I personally love it. So if you click on import reviews, click on Amazon, and then we're going to choose our Voyager product that we have just created right here. And then we're going to drop in the Amazon link. I like to personally do about 100 reviews, and then we are just going to import basically all of them. And then we're going to approve which ones we like, and then which ones we don't like, we can just hide. Now it takes a little bit of time, but once your reviews import, you can go to 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star reviews. And typically from here, I'm going to hide the majority of them. I like to keep a few 3-star reviews so you can obviously make the product look legit. But in the most cases, I'm going to keep the 4 and 5 stars, all of them. And then the 3 stars, we'll keep a few. Now, after you do that, you want to pin your highlighted reviews. Now, for me, that's typically going to be all the reviews that actually have some content and were a positive review, because you can't change the star rating with LAI, and that makes a ton of sense. So through here, I have pinned a few reviews, and I'll just show you kind of the process was like, where I went in here, I read the review, and if I thought it was good, I would sometimes edit the date to make it more recent, and then you can click the pin icon in the top right to make sure these are the first 8 to 10 reviews that show up, because really, those are the most important. The majority of people will see those first 8 to 10, and I would say about 10% may click to the second page. Now, typically in your reviews, because you can't edit them with LAI, you want to handle, again, what are the main objections? So usually that's going to be the quality of the product. Does it actually live up to the benefits and the claims that you made in your description? Does it have fast shipping? And obviously, is it the name of the actual product that you're currently selling? So usually I like to have a few reviews that will say the name of the product, how it was great shipping, how it actually does what it says it does. So in this case, yeah, I travel a lot for work, and this is a really natural Amazon review. And you'll notice that these reviews sound a lot more authentic when they're from Amazon compared to the AliExpress, very good product, very nice, fast shipping, bag was cool, because it actually mentions specific use cases and reasons why they bought the product. And that's why Amazon's always the best. And plus, these are really good photo reviews. Like, I would honestly buy this bag as well. It's a super cool premium item. And you want to make sure some of these reviews also have some skepticism in there too, because that's realistic. People are going to be skeptical. So I have this review right here, which is a 4-star, but it says, hey, my first concern was with the durability and construction, because yeah, maybe it's a cheaper product, but it's more rugged and well constructed than I expected. Zippers are great. All this stuff, overall good buy. Now it has one potential objection, and that's real life. People are going to always complain. They're going to find 1 or 2 things to nitpick. So you should definitely have a few of those in your reviews. It's not going to be a perfect product because those just don't exist. Oh my God, is it hot in here, or is it just this product page? I mean, geez Louise, FAQs looking great, reviews, got some good photos, handling objections. We got a risk reversal with the try it risk free. I mean, boys, we're looking good out here. Now, outside of this, in the middle of the product page, typically you're going to have a description that mentions, yes, the use cases, what the actual value props, the problems that your product solves. And we're going to have that. I don't want to overdo it though. I think realistically we may just have 2 sections that are descriptions. So like a headline, image, 2 sentences, then another headline, image, 2 sentences. So super simple. But outside of that, I do want to have some more social proof. So I'm thinking we can do the Trustpilot section, which you can buy this going to the section store. If you go to apps and then the section store, this is how you buy unique sections that most themes just don't naturally have. And a lot of times your theme's never going to be perfect. So as you can see right here, testimonial number 8, this is a featured Trustpilot section that looks so freaking good. The amount of dropshippers that have this has to be less than 0.000000000. Ethan's currently erroring 1%. It is so low, and this adds a ton of trust, and that's going to increase your conversion rate. So outside of that, there's another social proof section that I do like, and I'll just show you through my sections, and that is the scrolling logo cloud. So this basically just shows different logos from magazines. So you can do magazines, you can do other things that would show obviously proof that your product is legit and has authority. So if we go to ads section, we can do the scrolling logo cloud, and hold your horses, slow down, Lightning McQueen. So let's get you down to about 50. And then from there, we're going to add a few logos. We don't need to add 6 or 7. That's way too much in my opinion. But if you add a few magazine logos, which I already have, so we could do Forbes, we could do Esquire, we could do GQ. There's a few different ones that I already have uploaded. So yeah, you can see here Elle. So I'm just going to choose a few of these. Yeah, Vanity Fair, and I'll get back to you. And bada bing, bada boom, we got our 4 logos added. Super simple. Now, I do want to add that other section before we have the description, and that is going to be our Trustpilot section. This is so sick. I absolutely love it. So again, let's just see which one is it. I believe if I scroll on down, it is testimonial number 8. Yep, there it is. Now it's going to have about, I believe, 4 different reviews loaded. So we are going to customize it and just highlight 3. So I had ChatGPT write a few reviews for me, but also you can just grab a few reviews from the Amazon listing because it is the same product at the end of the day. Now, you want to make sure again that these do handle objections, and the common objections I saw was, obviously, is it high quality? Does it actually last? Does it have good zippers? It was a lot of questions about the quality. So I want to handle that in these objections that I'm right now highlighting. So right now I wrote a few that said, I struggled with bags that couldn't handle frequent travel, but this holds up. It looks beautiful, super stylish. Now I have another one here, best bag I ever owned. Gone through several travel bags that didn't last. So again, handling those objections, but this one still looks new, handles everything, highly recommend. And the final one is can't live without. It makes packing so much easier. So again, whole purpose of this is to handle objections and have more social proof. Alrighty, ladies and gents, so now that we got those sections ready to go, let's go to the top of our product page, which yes, is going to be the product photos and that sub description that we talked about. So for product photos, the last thing we really have to do is I would use a tool like Photo Room, so we can have some different backgrounds going on, some AI backgrounds, or we can customize our own graphics. And I do use another tool called Creative OS. And with this tool, it basically just has graphics that are already pre-made, ready for you. So if you're not a designer, if you have no creative bone in your body, which was basically me. I mean, I still draw stick figures to this day. I am artistically acoustic is what I will put it at. I really can't design worth a damn. So this helps me so much, just having templates where it's almost idiot proof. So I actually did create a quick little graphic. So this was one of the templates, and then using it, I just changed the headline to the last travel bag you'll ever buy. This was one of the headlines that ChatGPT came up with. And then I had it also write some bullet point benefits as well that I just filled in. And then I just removed the background of this image. So real quick in Canva, the way you can do that is you can go inside of here, upload your product, edit photo, and then we are going to click the background remover. We're going to then add a shadow to it. So I like to do drop, do angle of about 50, distance about 50. I'm going to drop that down to about 25, and then just dragged it on down, made it a tad smaller, and bada bing, bada boom, that is how you have the shadow 3D effect that looks super premium, looks incredible. And this is a great graphic right on its own. And this was not that hard to do. Now looking at photo room, it has a few different options. I definitely think a countertop would make the most sense. I don't know if I would do a concrete countertop. Yeah, maybe a light wood. Something wood makes a lot more sense to me. I don't know if I'd do exactly light, maybe something a tad darker. We can generate some more, just get a few ideas. I mean, honestly, maybe we just make the bag itself smaller because it is taking up a lot of space on this image. So if we make it smaller, I think that will give it some more options to play around. So let's do content has changed and let's just see what this looks like. Kind of get some office vibes here. Honestly, that doesn't look bad at all. It really is pretty solid. And then we can just add the shadows tool there. Intensity, just lower it a tad. That could work as just a nice little product image, but we would have to obviously add some guarantees, some as seen in Vogue, stuff like that, just to make it a little bit spicier. So after playing around with some different benefits, I will admit this is an absolute travesty. So I just went with the classic white background here. Now I used this and I found it from Canva. If you just look up like white marble background in the search option, that's how you would find it. In terms of the money back guarantee, this is just another template from Canva. You look up money back guarantee. If I knew how to spell, I know I did not pass the 3rd grade because I thought I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but I basically found this little template here. And then as seen in Vogue, I just went on Google Images, look up as seen in Vogue, download it, super easy. Here's my logo. And then these were just little star elements as well. So if I go into elements here, let me go and then yeah, do 90-day money back guarantee. So yeah, this was basically this one, just slightly different, just change the 30 to 90. And then the star icon, yeah, same thing. I just looked up stars. In fact, if you just type in star, this will be what pops up. So you just make it smaller, make it black, and that's super easy to do. And then in terms of the text, I use Canvas Sans. So yeah, really not complicated, and did the same process of removing the background, added a shadow, and this is a much better hero image than just, okay, here's it with a cool background, but no money back guarantee mentioned, no social proof mentioned. This just looks a ton better. So after adding the images, this is what it's gonna look like. So we got our little benefit graphic here. And then the final thing I wanna do image-wise is actually have a GIF. So I do have tons of content of this product that I actually used when I was making the ads for this. And I have a video where I did make the ads. So if you wanna see that, make sure to take a look, super informative. But in that, I wanna edit just a quick little 5 to 10 second GIF that shows people actually packing this, because that's the real value of this product.
CapCut, my old friend, I have returned.
So let's see if this video has what I'm looking for. And yeah, bada bing, that's a pretty good product demo. Now, we may have to speed this up. We may have to cut a few things out. And let's see, where would I actually start this? I think right where it actually opens. Yeah, right around there is probably where I'd start this clip. So right here at around 5 seconds, he ends up zipping it up, which I like. But then he shows the shoe compartment part. Now, I think this is unnecessary. Yeah, people don't really care. That is where I'm going to start again. And then he packs the shoes. I think the flip-flops honestly don't matter as much. And then from here, laptop is a big deal. Yes, people want to know if they have a laptop compartment. So yeah, let's do laptop compartment. Packs it in there. The stand, not so much. Who cares about the stand? But yeah, he gets a little laptop in there. And then we are going to see if there's anything else. So he packs a lot of different things. Honestly, I think just him zipping it up at the end of the day, yeah, I think that would be good. Now, my one-on-one students have access to all of those graphics so they can make amazing product pages. But if you want access to my top 5 favorite graphics on that tool, those are inside my premium Discord that is only $99 a month and comes with all the other famous product research tools like Monea, PP Ads, AdSpy, all of those tools that cost over $750 a month, you get access to for a fraction of the price, plus 2 weekly group calls with me and my boy Antonio, where we answer all of your questions, do product research live, and do website and ad reviews. So if you want to get your website and ad reviewed personally by me, for only $99 a month, you can get access to all of that, 2 group calls, the graphics, and so much more inside that program. So if you're really serious about your store and want to get some great coaching, join down below. So now I need to work on that sub description part. So we may take a few elements from our competitors, but this is what ChatGPT came up with really quickly. And I think it's most likely going to be a combination of a few of these. I kind of like this first one here, crafted from premium full grain leather. Now that is a lie. Our product is PU leather. So we're just going to have to adjust it, but let's just drop that in and I'll show you real quick how to do so. So from this, we're going to go to our product information section and we are going to go add a block of text. And this block of text, we're going to drag right on under, I would say, the price. So from here, let's just actually add our text. And yeah, I'm just going to edit this a little bit. So it might be crafted from premium materials. So that way, yeah, we're not saying leather, but it is premium materials. The Voyager, I would say, can withstand the rigors of travel. I like that. So withstand the rigors of travel, it ages gracefully, and maybe one more other thing. I could see, I'm gonna have to play around a little. So after playing around a little bit with this, I came up with crafted from premium materials, the Voyager stylishly withstands. Oh my God, I spelled withstands wrong. God, I swear, it's all the phantom text. It's all the brain rot TikTok. The skibbity toilets eating at my brain. It can't be the Alzheimer's at this point. But it withstands the rigors of travel and is thoughtfully designed to make packing a breeze. So basically, we just handle all those major USPs, that it's stylish, it's high quality, and of course, it's going to make packing for your next trip so much easier because you don't have to bring on a giant bag that you're going to have to check. So I think that's really solid. And then from here, the next part is I do want to have a specifications section. So I could have an accordion menu. That's what a lot of people will have. And I do have this little block section. So I could do, a little block for either emoji benefits. But typically what most people are going to do is they're going to add a whole new section underneath. So if you go to sections with Shrine, I will admit I don't like their accordion section. So I did buy one called product tabs from the section store, which is pretty decent. It's really not that bad. And yeah, it has a few tabs here that once I click save, you'll see what it looks like. So it basically looks like this, which is pretty decent. I will admit it's glitching and showing up twice, so I may have to talk to the actual developer of that. But it's a pretty decent alternative to what Shrine naturally has. Now I will admit, because it's right now glitching, what I'm most likely going to have to do, because I don't need the shipping times, I don't need the returns, because we already have the returns here, we already have the shipping times here, I just need, honestly, the specifications tab. So what I'll probably do is just actually have an emoji benefits section or a text section here where I just talk about those specs. So the materials, quality, all those different things. Alrighty, so after reading the other spec sections from my competitors, I found the main things that people care about is, yes, the material, what are the dimensions of the product. Basically, these are more of the features, which I don't typically like to have, but for a product like this, features do matter. People do care about that. So I went to ChatGPT, I inputted that information of the specs from other different listings, and this is what it came up with. So the material here, all these big things. So I'm most likely going to move over the first 2 points, then the interior compartment section, and I may add one more section, but I'm going to have to edit these to actually fit for my product because this information is not accurate. All right, so let's add a block real quick. Now we can do text, but I think we're gonna do emoji benefits because the text ends up being just a tad smaller if we do that. Now I'm gonna get rid of all the benefits here. Now we're gonna add our first one. We could do a bullet point instead. I'm gonna see how that looks. Now we're gonna do crafted from high grade polyurethane leather. So we'll just do PU leather. It's known for its durability, natural texture, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think all of that is pretty solid, honestly. I may end up switching it a little later. Dimensions, I do know what the dimensions are, and they're not exactly the same here. We're going to add dimensions. I'm going to do a quick little line break because I do want to give it a tad more space. And yeah, we'll do a little bullet point like that. So dimension-wise, I'll just input those real quick. Alrighty, and then the final section here is the interior compartment. So let's just add that as well. We're going to do a quick little line break. And it only copied over interior compartments. That's totally fine. We're not going to freak out. We're not going to panic. Why would I panic? I mean, it's not a big deal. All right, cool. So we got that. We're going to have to definitely probably short. Actually, it's not that much text. I think if we just format it the right way, just do, again, like a little line break for each one of these benefits. Nothing too crazy. And I don't think we should do double bullet points because we're going to have bullet points underneath this one. So now I think about it, okay, headline, let's remove the benefit, the bullet point. See how that looks? We got interior compartments. Yeah, I think that makes a lot more sense now that I'm looking at this. So yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good. I mean, ladies and gents,
this is sexy.
So we're gonna click on save from there on out. And I mean, guys, we're basically done. The only thing now is the actual description section, which I know some people will do as the first, and that's totally fine as well. But really for this product, I think all we need to do is just have 2 decent headlines. We're going to mention 1 problem sentence here and there. So with ChatGPT, again, my prompt, I will admit, it's pretty elite. It does about 85% of the work for me. And then I will just add my own little nuances and twists to it if I feel like it's done the proper research, because sometimes ChatGPT can definitely be off. But if I scroll back up, I did have it read a few headlines. So here are the headlines. Pack more, worry less, I thought was really solid. So we're going to move that one over. And then the last travel bag you'll ever buy is the one I put on one of my graphics. So we really just need 1 more in here. So could do unleash your inner explorer, turn heads at the airport. I think is pretty good. So yeah, I think how this is going to work out is that each section usually want to hit on one main USP. So one section could be, the pack more, worry less, which talks about how big it is, how many things you can fit. And then the next section could be the turn heads to the airport, about how stylish it is, and then just other nuances about the product. So let's start with pack more, worry less. And then in terms of problems, I did have it again, write out some common problems and ways that we can word it. So if we scroll on down here, the problems was it's incredibly frustrating when you're miles from home and your bag gives away. So it basically went with the problem of your bag is falling apart. Now, I do believe this is where ChatGPT is wrong. I don't think that's the best problem. I think it's more based on you're going to the airport and you have to check bags that cost you hundreds of dollars to do so, and you have to carry it around. I feel like that's more of the problem that I'm going to hit on. So we're going to do that. And then after that one problem sentence, I'm going to transition into my product. And we're going to add the GIF that shows, of course, the packing option, because that makes the most sense for this first section. So right here, we got pack more, worry less. And there's nothing worse than paying hundreds to check your bags and waiting hours in baggage claim after your long flight. So we really relate to them with that problem. It's super relatable. And then we do our product intro. We created the Voyager Premium for the smart and stylish traveler. It's going to last you years and look good as well. Now we have our GIF. And if you're wondering how I did this, this is just a section called image with text. So if you scroll on up, and then we can just add image with text. Where are you? Where are you hiding? All right, so right there, image with text. Now, when you add this, it's gonna have a little button label. So I personally just get rid of the button label. So you can do that, remove, and then you'll add your headline in the image with text section. I usually make it small. And then for the actual text itself, same thing. I'm just gonna add the text, and then you just add your image. And of course, if you don't know how to make a GIF from an MP4 video, I use a service called Easy GIF. So you just do MP4 to GIF. Like this, you add your video, drop it in, and it'll convert it for a GIF. And then our next section is going to have that actual graphic that we made earlier on in this video. We have our second headline, and then I just have some more benefits. So the Voyager not only can carry 2 weeks worth of clothes, great benefit, while still being considered a carry-on, another benefit. So you see, I don't waste any lines. Every sentence is a benefit, and it's what's in it for me. When people read this, they know immediately what are the benefits, and that it will give you endless compliments. And the spacious interior also has perfect segments for your shoes, electronics, suits, and more to make your next trip a breeze. That is the ultimate desired transformation and goal of my target audience, is to just go to the airport, travel, and it not being such a headache. And I do all that with amazing benefits, amazing copy. We got our risk reversal, we got social proof, we got our reviews, and bada bing, we got our sticky add to cart. Ladies and gents, when you click on the add to cart button, we got our upsells, we got your $15 away. We're gonna make sure, obviously, when we do this, that everything aligns. Make sure to blur out my address editor, otherwise all the fangirls are gonna come by just like last time. And there we go, $15 for shipping. So really, all we would have to do from here is just set up our A/B convert split test. So we do need to duplicate this product page and then set it up again. So as we mentioned, the way to duplicate everything is just by doing it like this. You would duplicate your original version. And then in the second version, if you haven't already, you're gonna change that price point if you haven't. So we're gonna again do the $114.99, just so I can show you guys again, because some of you guys don't get the lesson the first time. So now that we have that done, we have two versions of our product page. The final real step is we do need to move over the reviews, because when you do duplicate your product in Shopify, the reviews don't move over in LAI. So if you go to the reviews section right here, actually click on products, my mistake. And then from here, we can see we have our original version of the Voyager, and then you want to copy over those reviews to the duplicate version that you just made. So we want to look up Voyager and then see if we can find, yep, there's the copy. And then we're going to copy over all the reviews, so that way it has the social proof as well. And that's the only thing that it's missing. So once you do that, ladies and gents, we are at the home stretch, the final leg of this race, which is going to be A/B convert, so we can split test and send half our traffic to one version and half of it to the second version that has the other offer. So if you do create new test, URL redirect, we're going to go right into here, and we're going to grab the URL of both of our product pages. So right here is the original product page that we just made, and we're going to go back into our A/B convert. And what you're going to do from here is you do just want to grab, to a certain extent, the URL. So usually it's going to be, I know this is such a long thing, but after product, so we're going to get rid of the prefix. So this is the trigger event. So when you're running ads, all of the URL, the destination URL should be this one right here, the original. And then what happens is A/B Convert will see that, okay, you got 100 link clicks to that original version. What my job is to do is I will send 50 out of those 100, so 50% to the original, But now we're gonna also redirect and send 50 to the second version that you made as well, so you can actually accurately split test and see which one performs better. So this is the original, and then we're gonna grab the copy. Let me see where my copy is. There she is right there. And then obviously all we have to do is grab from /products, and this is the copy. We're gonna go back to Abconvert, drop it on in, bada bing, bada boom, create your test, and you are ready to go. You have now created 2 versions of your product page with 2 different offers that have every single nuance thing that is essential to a high converting product page, from urgency, social proof, great offer, great description, great images, all of the above. Ladies and gents, I will see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed.